Don't want to get my white outfit dirty. So I'm going to do this. Only I would paint on the day I'm wearing white. So let's see. Hello, Mr. Papa. Thanks for joining me. So we're going to get started here. I'll be moving around a little bit on this list. So I already sanded it. So I went ahead and sanded. It does have a lid to it. I went ahead and glued most of the little places where it needed to be. Cleaned it up. So it needed to be glued right here. Because it's sticking out. I'm not going to do, there's a little gap in between the top here, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to leave it. Like right here. You can't really see, so there's a little gap, but I'm going and leave it there just because I think it gives it the character. This is a vintage piece. So we're not going to really do much. I'm not taking too much. I did have to sand in here to get rid of some of that goop that was there before. And I'll probably need to do it after I stain it. Because I'm just going to do like a whitewash stain. I'm not going to really paint it. I want the wood to come out from inside. So, yeah. And I am using this little piece of cardboard that's here to mask it in the inside. So that's one of the things I'm going to be using. And let me see. So right there. I'm going to be using the Annie Sloan paint. That one, that I can't pronounce that. Abusan Blue. Sorry if I butcher that, but yeah. So that's what I'm going to be using to stain it, to sort of, like I said, whitewash it a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the Annie Sloan white wax afterwards. So listen, I need one of these to clean off my wax afterwards. And I'm going to be using the Annie Sloan brush to apply that. And I always keep some from where my merchandise comes in. Sometimes they bring in these little cardboards. Like I said, I like to repurpose things. So these are the types of things that I use sometimes to block, just instead of using a whole bunch of other tape and stuff, so that I can paint the things without having to worry so much. But I'll show you guys right now what it's going to look like. Don't do this at home. Don't paint with your clean, beautiful clothes. And like I said, it's more of a whitewash because I still want to have that other one. So it's very, very, almost like water. So the consistency, it's not, I guess like milk, you would say. I'm gonna mix it all together in here. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know if I came out or what. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. This is all like, this whole YouTube thing is all new to me. So I'm working with what I have and I'm learning as I go along. So, but like I was saying, all I'm doing is just staining it. I want the wood to come through. I just want it to look this beautiful vintage sort of blue color to show through. Because I don't want to totally paint it. I don't want to take away from the wood. It looks so pretty. So I'm just gonna be whitewashing it, sort of water. Not whitewash, but you'll see. And that's why I'm using the sponge instead of a brush or anything else, or a rag. You can use a rag too. Rag works well too. I didn't even have to go in and mask it because this comes off just with water too, because it's, like I said, it's the anti-sloan paint. So I'll show you guys a little bit of how I'm doing this real quick here. So I'm going in with it and then I'm removing it at the same time so that it is all nice and covered, but not without obstructing the natural wood that it has in there. Because it's a pretty, I like the design of the wood, the grain that it has and everything. Because there's no veneer on this, it's just the wood. there's really no need to do because I'll just wipe it clean. I thought I was going to save myself some time, but it's not working. It's too small to work with it that way. And I don't want to do the tape because I don't want to waste too much tape on here. So here we go. This is the bottom part, so I'll go ahead and do this here first. I can just turn it upside down and not worry about it. I'm not gonna do a lot on the bottom, just because I'm gonna turn it upside down anyway. So. Getting it all in there into all the little nooks and crannies. And then, like I said, we just, as we're putting it on, we do want to, it is very, very liquidy. So it is like milk, like 1% milk, not even 2%, not even whole milk, but 1% milk. So we're going in and we're doing that. So it gives it sort of like that vintage barn look. Do sand it before you do that, because then you'll run into what I just did right now. I forgot to sand the top part, but it doesn't matter because it's, like I said, it's not even going to be seen because it's at the top of it. You'll see after when we're done. This is a project that doesn't really take that long because it dries really fast. But I might have to go in and sand it. We'll see if it doesn't grab it, then yes, I'll go in and sand inside. And I did not take this off, which I should have. Ugh. Don't do what I do, people. Just take the good ideas of what I do and improve on them. How's that? Yeah, I've been knitting a lot this week, but today I needed a break from the knitting because I go a little crazy, a little insane when I do too much of the same things, and I needed a break. And it's raining outside, so we don't have that many people coming in today because of that, because people are indoor or they're at the good old days over at Pacific Grove, which is going on today. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter if I paint the glass because I'll just clean it when this is dry so that I don't have to wax. So when I do the waxing afterwards, that we'll be a little more careful with it. we're going to put, instead of glass inside, to separate the for the displaying, and the slits right here, instead of right inside here, instead of doing the glass, we're doing plexiglass so that it's lighter and it doesn't get so so it's not dangerous. So I'm gonna get that wash in there. It's not a whitewash, but it's a wash. Nevertheless. And I'm not letting it completely dry while I go in and clean it off so that it doesn't, in some places I do want it to show more paint. Like I said, I want it to look like we used an old barn or, you know, old fence, which we didn't, but we're just revamping this, giving it a new life, a new face. Because we can. So we'll leave it there for a little bit while it dries. And as you can see up here, we're going to need a little more, but we'll do it. But you see how it's coming, looking around. And then we have the face of it, which is here. It's another one. And again. Coming closer so you see what I'm doing. It's just an old foam. And then we're just trusting the process. Put some alcohol or even just a dry, you know, sort of, not dry, but like a soap. Soap and water will take it off the mirror right there. don't want excess paint anywhere, so just going in, like I said, I put it on and then I kind of remove it. And as you can see, I didn't sand the inside of this, so it's not really sticking. But because it is the inside, it's not going to be seen because it's going to go right in there. It doesn't really matter, in my opinion. But, you know, if you guys are people who want a little bit more perfection, then you can go ahead and sand that and do your own thing on there the way you want it. I don't. So, yeah, I think I like the color. So this is what it's going to look like, the color I'm going for. And it's going to change once you apply the wax. It all changes. And like I said, I'm going to go in there later and see. All this that you see, all this right here is removable. Just moves really easily. Even if it dries, you just get a little damp cloth and remove it, or with some alcohol, you can remove it. But yeah, you see how it's in some places it's painted and more than others. So see, like right here, that needs a little more paint in there because I don't like that part. So I'm not looking for it to be perfect. I still have a certain aesthetic that I'm going for. So you can see where it was, where the paint was moved and things, but you don't want it to be too heavy where it looks like on purpose. You want it to look like it's not on purpose. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. But yeah. So there it is. So there's that. Now that this has dried up here, I can go ahead and put some more paint. Mix up your little, and like I said, you see, just like if it's maybe 2% milk, just like that. And then I can clean out my spoon. Just taking out where I want more of the grain to show, more of the wood at the bottom. But still show that it was blue. So if I wanted it to be more covered, I just dab on this. And see how it gets darker? I would let it dry and then I would sand it and go again. But that's not what I'm going for. So I'm going more of that look where I'm going to have blue hair. Where you can see through it. That's what I'm going for. Yep. Malfunctioning. Sorry, guys. I'll catch you guys in a little bit.